Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beaver Mosh, and today I am talking to you about Wind, Breeze, or Breath from the Kentucky-based Stare, and this is kind of a split release with At Iron Black doing the vinyl, Fiat putting out the CD, and Folkfinger with the cassette. And Stare here is a one-man project. Everything credited to Josh Hines, who's quite a busy musician. Just take a look at his Metal Archives profile. And on this third full-length album from Stare, we get this continuation of this big but serrated form of symphonic black metal. And yes, the music can sound quite massive at times, but also the band has this utilization of subtlety and nuance. It never feels overblown, but so much emotion is packed into the music. Some of that emotion is this bleak feeling of isolation. And part of that emotion is just this enraged, blackened aggression, and I'm here for both of those. The opening track, Drifting, does anything but drift in. You're just immediately hit with this cavalcade of blast beats and scything guitars. This sense of expanse just hits you with these weary melodies and these frayed vocals with just this deep sense of seeking being pushed into that. The riffs seem to constantly swell open. It feels very large and spacious, especially as these cathartic, clean vocals are thrown into the fold. This track is heavy and aggressive, but there's also a mesmerizing beauty attached to it. And I really like how after like this short, brief moment of respite in the track, the heavier sections are just pitched right back at you with this fiery delivery. The symphonic elements begin to really take hold on Crossing with this theatrical intensity, just a gripping suspense. But it's never overdone or clunky. It just adds the right amount of color and texture into the music. There are these darker sections where the synths seem to roll in these bleak, massive circles while the drums race forward with the utmost ferocity. It's beautifully maddening, and I also really enjoy these climbing riffs that you get from the bass. Kind of gives the track this perpendicular motion. Shaping features this dense, lush atmosphere as the synths feel as if they're becoming more and more engrossing. This album is kind of building continuously from track to track, and at the same time the guitars are fluttering in with these skyward tremolos that back up these melancholic screeches from Hines. The drums have this certain pronounced skip to them. It really adds an interesting push to the music that you can really feel, and I'm quite drawn to that particular aspect of this track. This record, you could definitely see some post-metal qualities for sure, especially on this track, as it features a lot of building bits that will come down to more of this condensing section. Not quite post-black metal in my honest opinion, but it does have some of those emotive qualities. On Witnessing, the sense of wonder is so effortlessly conjured from these clean, spiraling guitars to these humming bass slides to these symphonic, sharp, spacious sections. The guitar riffs here are full of aggression, but also a lot of pondering and rich feeling baked into the melodies. The music here feels big. It feels epic, but also done with a lot of subtlety. That epicness isn't forced. It's just that all of the points seem to connect at the right exact point to make it feel like such of a thrill ride. Vanishing is controlled chaos. These nasty, bubbling synths, these pissed off vocal performances and these gunning triplet patterns. The music from Stair can be quite grim and ugly when it wants to be, definitely flexing this musical diversity for sure. I love these march-like chugged guitars. Makes you feel like you are actually in the Elder Scrolls universe, not just playing the game. No, you actually are the Dragonborn about to slay your foe. And at the same time, the guitars will kind of ride into these kind of off-kilter angular riffs, adds a bit of a progressive quality in small doses to the track. Emerging is built around this harsh, abrasive shuffle with these abrupt bursts of cold, electrifying riffs. It's cult as hell. You know, this is symphonic black metal, not blackened symphonic metal. There is a difference. There's this big physical hammering sense at the end of every run of riffs here. I definitely love heavy doses of that in my black metal. The final track, Returning, those clean vocals from before begin to return, this time more in a call and response fashion with the very impassioned, harsh vocals. Also, the vocals seem to follow the rise and fall of the symphonic elements and the melodic lead. It's very stirring and powerful, just infuses this concluding track with this arresting moment. The line, "There must be something else," keeps getting repeated here, and it's asked in a way that's very convincing. You could definitely feel Hines with that wonder, trying to figure out what is beyond what he can see. It's quite gripping. This album can really make you stop, and it demands that you just get sucked into the music. It's so powerful, but also possesses this raw beauty. The vocal deliveries here are so intense and invigorating, and they are backed by these very electrified instrumental performances. You know, symphonic black metal sometimes gets a bad rap for some reason, but I don't think this is what the naysayers necessarily associate symphonic black metal with. It's so chiseled and cared for, and I just absolutely have to recommend it. And hey, those are my thoughts. If you enjoyed this review, like what I do, hit the like button. Hey, before I finish the rest of this bit, I gotta let you know, I have a Patreon now. I don't expect anyone to feel pressure to support, but it is a way for me to kind of to get this to be more sustainable. No pressure, as I said, but I will start to offer exclusive content. I have a lot of ideas for, monthly supporters at a certain tier, and also get your name in the credits of this video. That'll start happening. So I'm really excited for that. It's been a long time coming. But hey, subscribe if you haven't already. That would mean the world to me. Leave a comment. I love getting to engage with those. I have a Twitter you can follow. Link to that is in the bio of this YouTube channel. And hey, you right there, keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beavermosh, and I'm signing off.